Appreciate everybody taking the time to be here. I think obviously I want to make mention this is truly a special day in history as we honor, to me, a true leader. Dr. Martin Luther King and the courage he had to stand up for what he believed in and really the movement that he's made for all of us to be where we're at today is pretty remarkable, and I'm glad we can honor him today with a holiday. For us, I think anytime you go on the road and you can get a split, I would certainly call it a good weekend, but not a great one, and that's what we're in it for, great. And very pleased with our guys' fight and resolve on Wednesday night at USD in a very tough environment against a very good team. I thought we were tremendous for the first 20. I thought they took it to us for the better part of the second half, but again, especially down the stretch, I thought some of our veterans stepped up and made some big plays. And plenty of excuses for why we didn't get it done on Saturday, but we didn't get it done. I think Coach Billups has done a tremendous job already in only, 17, 18 games with that Denver group, and they've got them playing at a high level. You look at even their two losses, a 2 or 3 possession game against USD at home, and then a 2 or 3 possession game where they get beat. They actually had a chance to win at Fort Wayne, too. So there's no question Denver's a real player in this league. Excited where we're at, still in first place, but very encouraged that we've got plenty of room to get better, especially defensively, and I think that will lead to us being a better rebounding team as well. And Thursday is going to be, a tremendous environment, hopefully. I encourage all of our fans to get out here. Again, if you can't use your tickets, please, we want butts, we want bodies in the stands. Actually, hopefully we want them standing up and being loud because I think in the grand scheme of Division I mid-major basketball, Thursday night is going to provide an excellent environment against two very good teams. Take any questions.
I think your two biggest losses came when you've been on the road a little bit. Are they related?
Yeah, I think, I was talking to Coach Olson on our way back yesterday in the Denver airport. I don't think there's really anything like it in college sports. Obviously, it's the only thing I really know, but in college basketball of the home and aways, there's so many variables that go into it. Where you're traveling, who you played last, where you played last, who the team you're playing, where they've been, when did you get back, you're different, this and that. Again, all excuses. There's still 40 minutes on the clock, and the hoops are still 10 feet high. And it's just something that, we made strides in, certainly. We've already doubled our conference road wins from last year. But we dropped an opportunity to gain some real separation, a 2-game separation on Saturday. But credit Denver too. It's there's no magical formula. I wish I had it. I think it's a toughness, a mindset. And, I thought we were pretty locked in and had good energy for about the first 10, 11 minutes. I thought we made a good push to start the second half. You could just see it just wasn't our day, and it was a total team effort, or not effort, but it wasn't just one individual that didn't have it. It was all of us.
Just put that immediately behind, or how do you handle it?
Well, I certainly think, a little bit like a defensive back, you got to have a short-term memory because I don't think that game by any means defines us. But also, I'd be crazy or I'd be insane if there weren't a few things that we were learning from, because I think some of the things that got magnified in that game are things that have been creeping up that that we've got to get better at.
You were 4-0 in league, played 2-0 on the road going into that game. Did you get any feeling at all, maybe overconfidence or reading their own press clippings, things like that?
Not at all, no. Our guys were, to be honest with you, we talked about going 1-0 for an opportunity to go 5-0, and we've got great leadership at the top. I think what we've done better since the UND game is handle prosperity. We've won 6 out of 8, at a tough Arkansas, and then, at Denver. So I think our guys are figuring out that, and they felt like it was a real chance for us to gap some things. So no, I don't think that at all.
Fort Wayne, everybody saw the game against Indiana. They were picked preseason number 1. Are you surprised they're struggling a little bit out of the gate?
Yeah, I don't know if it's as much as them as it's just a competitive Summit League. It really is. They had their chances against USD, and we know how tough it is there. I think you can see Western Illinois is a vastly improved team. They're really shooting it. They're more physical, and so I think that one maybe crept up on them a little bit. But Fort Wayne's very well coached. They're extremely talented, and just like it's just any given night in this league. And I think for the most part, yeah, certainly, being at home is going to help us. But we're going to need to be locked in against a really good, talented team.
Short list of games so far in the Shield Center, but where does this one rank as far as importance?
I try not to get too caught up in that, Ross. That they're all big, especially this time of year in league, and you got a chance to, this is the team that, along with a couple other teams, has 2 losses just, right under us to, if you're fortunate enough to win, to gain some separation, and that's where our main focus is.
With all the weapons Fort Wayne has, is there like a priority list for you of things you kind of want to shut down?
Nah, I really wish there was. We've got to do a better job of just kind of, focusing on us. I really believe that. And Mo Evans is shooting, making 4 threes a game. He's so talented. The big fella down low, the big lefty is you can see he's even in better shape. Bryson Scott gives them a different dimension, and I haven't even mentioned who I think is one of the top 2-3 best players in the league is John Conchar. The kid just impacts the game in so many ways, and so it's a total team effort because they're so well balanced, they're so well coached.
How do you keep a guard like Conchar off the glass?
Again, I think it's a couple things. It's a product of the shots that you're giving them. So we're not in rotation a whole bunch, but it's also just really a mindset of I got to go find that guy. I got to put bodies on bodies, and then not only that, he's a multiple effort guy. So once you put a body on him, he's going to make another move, and just finishing those possessions.
Dave, this is a team that can really score, and you guys like to kind of maybe slow it down and play it more at your pace. How do you make sure to get that in the guys' heads, not to get caught up in running up and down the floor?
Well, we've proven this year that we're capable of playing a little bit faster and at a little higher level offensively with our spacing, with our personnel, with our pace. And so I don't want to restrict our guys. Yet, the big thing for us is not getting away from what our focus is, to being solid, being at the top of the league, defending, rebounding, and taking care of the ball. And we've done a tremendous job and really improved how much we're taking care of the ball. But I don't like where we're at defensively and rebounding in particular.
What went into the decision to play Spencer?
Just to feel, we knew we were going to go a little bit quicker, a little bit deeper into the rotation just because of being the second day, on the road and some quick turnaround. And Spencer's been working hard in practice and, nothing more than that.
You mentioned taking care of the ball. Despite the loss, only 7 turnovers against Denver. How reassuring is that?
Well, it's very reassuring. I think, one of the big things that you learn is you can't win until you eliminate losing. And turning the ball over is really a loser's mentality. And so we've done a better job of taking care of the ball, and I think that gives you opportunities on the road, especially down the stretch and in Summit League play when every possession matters.